Right then, so in our Series 11 Let's Play, so far we've built a considerable network of various different things. We have all of the vehicle types across the world. Now let's get rid of the town names. There we go. You can see there's our network spreading around the world. And in fact, we can even go to this view to see a little bit clearer where the big towns are and where most of the railways and stuff are. Now, we're not finished expanding yet, and we've got a lot of different things to connect up, but we're at the stage now where there's bound to be something to fix, right? So we're going to sort it out. We're going to go around the network. We're going to find out where there's problems, and we're going to fix them. Now, all of the aircraft groups should have 4 in them, or lots more. If they've got just 4, we know they're correct, and if they're a little bit lower, then that's different. Could we turn off plane crashes? I'll double check the settings on that, because they are pretty useless. Like, there's nothing. If there's nothing you can do about it, then where's the challenge, eh? There we go. We've only got one more group of aeroplanes to sort out. Here they are. And clone the aircraft. Okay, so that's one problem fixed already. Crashed aircraft sorted. Let's have a look at those game settings. Okay, so number of plane crashes. Yes, that is a separate thing. We can change it to none, or we can change it to reduced. Now, if we change it to none, there's an asterisk. It says large planes will always have a risk of crashing when landing on small airports, even when you set it to none. You know what? I think that was the right decision by the developers, because that adds the element of calculation and challenge that you need, but like, there's no point in aeroplane crashes. So, you know what? I'm changing that setting. Get rid of the aeroplanes, but what about the evil fish in the sky? There aren't any evil fish in the sky. They're not in the sky, they live in small rivers. That's where all the evil fish are. Look at all this. These are all bus stations. Okay, these are all bus stations. And you can see there's pretty much just passengers waiting at loads of bus stations. And it's from these really large cities. So, no, you should try and make the whole map a city. I don't think that's the kind of thing that we should be doing today. Hold your lucky potato, or whatever it is. We're going to try and go to Cam 2. Yo, it works! Cam 2's working. Let's just adjust it to make sure it's in the right position. There we go. Cam 2. Cam 2, everybody. Well done. Now, you can see here, this is my preview, and this is OBS. This is YouTube chat. Here's Twitch chat. So next to the game, I can glance across and I can see YouTube chat. I have to look a little bit further across away from the game to get to the Twitch chat, but it is there. It's not quite as big, so maybe we do add more buses, and that is the way forward to deal with this. What do we think? Let's do a test. Okay, so in this town we've got 4 stations where there's loads of stuff. Let's clone these vehicles. Let's make it so that there's 10 in total going around this loop, I think. So that's 3, 9, 10. There we go. And let's have a quick look at how many subs we've got on YouTube while we're talking about that sort of thing. We are up to 27,689. If you're watching, you enjoy OpenTTD, you enjoy the challenge maps that I do, you enjoy retro games and special train-only challenges, then you need to subscribe just like those 2 people did just there. Make sure you do get on those subscriptions there. There we are. Right, now one of the things we need to look at is there was a junction that was being a little bit... I saw quite a lot of queuing. Let's have a look around here. Yeah, look, we've got quite a few trains waiting around here. They're all queuing up. Okay, and it's probably because we've got a couple of lines coming together here, and they're going down into a station there, and it's just like one track going in. And I feel like maybe another track would probably be quite nice to be able to have that. Okay, we can have a piece of track that goes across here. Can we tunnel there? Maybe. Like here, to have a second wave of coming in. And then that second wave coming in... We'll get rid of these bridges. Yeah. 2 inlines. Okay, let's bribe them. Very good. They still won't... Oh, there we go. Ah, you have to blow up the other end. Okay, right. Let's take that out. Just trying to work this out while trains are driving on it. It's probably not the best action plan, to be honest. So the next thing to do is to kind of join these together and put a cross in. But what I don't want to happen is trains just to cross over for no reason whatsoever. Yeah, the train goes straight. Okay, that might work. Why would you need a crossover? Just in case one of them gets backed up. If one of these lines get backed up, it'd be nice just to be able to use the other one. So the trains get the choice of being able to use whichever one they want. So coming in now, there should be a little bit of a better flow. So the problem we've got now, look here. We've now got all 3 outlines, so the lines going out, not an outline, blocked. Because it's just completely full. So we can get a second out on this. That's not really a problem. Okay, yeah, definitely need to do something here. We've got a tunnel. I mean, I can see an opportunity for a bridge here, right, that kind of does a shortcut. So adding these options, yeah. See, trains coming down here and turning right, that's not going to solve the problem. If this train wants to go straight on down here, the new bit that I just put in will solve the problem. Maybe we need dedicated outs. Like one of the out directions only goes straight down the line, and one of the out directions only turns right. I feel that's the correct thing to do. I think trying to solve it this way with some shortcuts is not what we want to do. Okay, I think that's the right thing. There's only a little thing that I need to fix though. There we go. So now all the food trains go down the outside, and the food trains also need to be able to go up here because they could use this depot. There we go. That is the right thing to do. Oh, that's so much better. So we've got a food train coming in here to use the depot. They will only come down here if they need the depot, and then they can go straight on and merge. Or... hang on a minute. What we got here? This... yeah, this is correct as well. Much better. Yes, I agree. We basically got 2 directions that trains needed to go, and we had 2 exits on the station. Surely, trains choosing the right exit is the way forward here. So, we've got a passenger train coming out. It has to go down the passenger line. The only time it won't is when it routes towards the depot, in which case it can use either of these 2. It's actually quite elegant, elegant. It's actually quite elegant because it works very nicely. If trains want to service, they can use either of these lines, service and go either way. But if they don't want to service, they're forced the right way, which I think is really cool. Nice. Right, what is the maximum length a train can see a depot? Brandon's saying my instinct is saying 20 and Egg is saying 16. As far as I'm aware, we don't actually know the answer. We know that they can't see 16. Should we pause things and see and try and figure out what the answer is? Let's do an experiment. And we'll just let that one go backwards and forwards until its reliability gets really low. And then it's going to seek the depot. We also need a signal right before the split as well. And we need to give it an order to go somewhere. So we're going to tell it to come down the line to this waypoint. But that's all good. That's flowing beautifully now. Let's check the main junctions. Okay, so down here we have Death Junction. There's quite a few trains moving on that, but that's still flowing quite nicely. Then over here we have Stevie D's Wonderloop. Quite a few trains on there, but I'm not seeing any slowdown. Like, there's no queues. They all seem to be flowing quite nicely, actually. Okay, let's check these smaller junctions. I was a little bit worried about this triple in merging into one. But there doesn't seem to be the amount of stuff going down here that needs to worry about it, right? So, I think we're okay there. Hang on a second. Huh. Something just flashed on my other screen. And I have no idea what it is. So that's that junction. Then we got another named junction over... Where is it? Here. This is the Badger intersection. This is one that we've already had to do some fixing on. Because while we were building it and adding stuff, it got worse. It got worse and worse. We had to add this extra second line down here. Is the funding for the channel going well, by the way? I wish I could support you via the website. The channel's going good. There is growth. We still need to see whether it's something we can continue to do. We definitely need to keep the support coming. Still need more growth. But maybe we're on track. It's still difficult to say. Come along to the variety channel. There's a link to the variety channel at the bottom of my website, along with all the other stuff. Go to the bottom of my website. All my links are there. And, yeah, we'll check that out. Let's go back to this experiment here. So this experiment was to see, with an increase in road vehicles, whether we can get the number of people waiting at the station down. And you know what? It looks like the answer is just yes. There's not many passengers waiting at these stations. The ratings are really, really good. And what is the kind of payment on the vehicles? Okay, so the amount of money that the vehicles are making has gone up overall, but it's down per vehicle. Okay, so we had 2 vehicles making 7 grand. Now we've got 10 vehicles making 14. So we've 5 times the amount of vehicles and only double the amount of money they're making. But all of them are turning a profit. So I'm pretty sure we should potentially implement this everywhere. Just add more buses in the centre of towns. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There we are, more road vehicles. Now that is 4 of them done. I'm not going to do all of these other ones right now. So we'll just do those top, the kind of 4 most northern ones. Yeah. Right, so yes, we've done the top 4 towns. I think we can probably try our test down here now. These, yeah, they're breaking 39% reliability. So the idea here is that we've got a depot and it is 15 away from the main line where the train is trying to get to these stations, okay? It's trying to get to that valley station. Okay, so it should go off the line down to the depot if it needs to service, and it will need to service. But will it see the depot or will it just shoot off? Let's find out. So at 14, it sees the depot. Oh, sorry, is that 14 or 15? That is 15. It sees the depot and it goes to service. So the next train, if we just pause for a second, its reliability is 26. It's going to want to go and service at the depot as well. And it sees it. 16, it sees it. Okay, so it's going in, servicing the depot. Okay, 17 off the line. Yeah, it doesn't see it. So this train, 27% reliability, needs to service and did not. Okay. So I think the answer is 16. But signals might affect it. Okay, so we're gonna and this might affect it as well. I like doing tests like this as well. What manner of witchcraft is this? Proves that Hellish isn't a dev. Yeah, I'm not an OpenTTD dev. I never have been. Right then, we'll come back to that experiment sometime soon. Let's put another 2 trains on that. Sometimes there's different solutions required other than just throwing more trains at it. But over here, we've got a little bit too much coffee. Now, one of these waypoints is for coffee. What's that train? That one's coffee. So let's clone a coffee train. One more coffee train should help. So what we're going to do, we're going to do it one more time to verify. So the next train we send down here should ignore the depot. We shorten it by 1, and then the next train should see the depot. Then we're going to do exactly the same thing, but with some signals added, and we'll see what happens. Again, a decent amount of coffee. I think we're doing all right for the alcohol down here, though. We have a train loading and nothing's happening. These trains do need to be faster, though. Where are oh, their buses are all the way over here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Buses going. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it should go straight past to the stations. Yep, it goes straight past. Now what we'll do is we'll bring the depot forward 1. Now the next train should see this depot according to our calculations. So let's find out. Does the train switch? We think it should. Yes, it does. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some signals along here, and I'm going to see if the signals add a pathing penalty which stops the train from getting to the depot. Right, let's see. Do signals affect the distance the train can see? No. There we go. So we know the answer. Right, what we thought was is if it's we knew that 16 worked, or we thought 16 worked, but if it was further than 16, we wasn't sure. We didn't know if 17 worked. We didn't know if 18 worked. Now we have our answer. One of the ways I learn about OpenTTD is by doing experiments like this. Right, let's have a look at the station list. I'm hoping that if we bring back the bus stations and turn on all the cargo types, that we see a little less on the passenger side of things now. Okay, maybe not. Actually, no, wait. Yes, that is less. It's not great. Maybe they just need a little bit more time. Now, one of the problems we need to fix is the amount of supplies at these 2 airports that are just not being used. Airports, hub airports, international, yes. Not intercontinental, but international, which means, yeah, let's do it. Thank you very much, Let's do that. So the way to do that is to close the airport. Okay, closing the airport keeps the airport there without actually, like, deleting it. It allows the aircraft time to move around and take off and get out of there. So that's going to help. That is going to help a little bit because it means that the aircraft will be able to have better throughput. And we've probably got a few other airports to update as well. We probably won't need to update the airports on the other side because that's one airport for one industry, whereas all the industries come here. There we go. So that will help with the flow. Now, are there other airports that need fixing like that? I think there are. I'm almost, yeah, there's one down here that needs doing, and that one's going to be difficult because it's between a port and these places. Now we've got this station in, we're going to reroute these vehicles. Instead of using heights, we're going to go to the pumps, sorry. There we go. We're going to say, instead of full loading at heights, I want you to full load over here instead. Because we're not getting any cargo through. So we've got too many engineering supplies there, and not enough engineering supplies here. So we're telling them to go to the other one. That means that these depots here are no longer being used, so we can remove these. Now the whole reason I did that was to free up space around the airport so we can upgrade it. Yes. So let's get ready for that. Oh, well, there was a ship in the way. That's what happens when you try and raise land or where a ship is, apparently. if you didn't already know. And what we'll also do is we'll buy this extra space around here as well, because we may need it later for further upgrading. Right, let's close this airport. That should promptly send... Oh, actually, it's not promptly sending these guys on the new orders, so let's skip their orders. Let's delete this airport and put it back in again. There we go. Hello, Master Hellish. Are there any plans for Transport Fever 2 Season 3? Love Season 2 so far, but you're almost out of episodes. No plans yet, but I'm not saying it won't happen. What you might like is my Trains Only City Skylines Let's Play, and episode 3 of that is going to be coming next week. It's a good thing. There is a giveaway happening now, the monthly giveaway. It is for MacLeod, so go to portal.masterhellish.net to take part in that. We're doing our community gaming night on Monday. We've finished Stellaris for now, so on Monday night we will be doing a Minecraft UHC. So if you want to know more about that, come over to the Discord. We've got a channel in there called Community Gaming Nights and a thread called Minecraft. Check it out, find out, get involved, or just come and watch on the second channel. And we now know the date for the 2025 triple OpenTTD charity live stream. Okay, it's going to be the 14th of June, so put that in your calendars. Saturday the 14th of June, 3 different OpenTTD games in one day in one massive live stream. It's going to be great fun, and hopefully we'll raise lots of money for charity as well. We haven't got any farm supplies being brought in down here, and we've got 1 billion farm supplies sat up here at our brand new airport. Guess what we need to do? Oh my goodness, why are these all in such silly places? Right, there the airport's put in. Let's get the orders sorted out. So, we need a full load here, and come down and go to this airport. Then full load here, come down and to go to this airport. Full load here, come down, go to this airport. Full load here, come down, go to this airport. Full load here, come down, go to this airport. Full load here, come down, go to this airport. Right, how many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh no, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, we missed one. Damn. Oh no. Right, Wellington Pool, Renfield Barnes, Denfing Way, Sheffield Barnes. Oh, we missed this one. Okay, yeah, fair enough. Full load and then come to here. So it should just go around in a big loop. Let's clone that. So there's a good number of them. 15 should do, I think. No, it's not 15. However many that is. Hi, Foxstrom. Welcome. You thought the audio started looping. You thought the audio started looping. You thought the audio started looping. Looping. Anyway. Hellish Crash. Better reboot him. Don't put a boot in me. How are we doing on the number of people waiting at these bus stations? 32, 6, 66, 61. Yep, that's pretty good. So let's get a sign in. Place sign. So this is going to be like the Bograt terminal. Oh. Call it Bog End. So this is now Bog End. The kind of terminal and the stations and everything that's going around there. Yeah. Station list says we are doing pretty good. We've got a lot of alcohol down here now. Now the amount of alcohol is going to skyrocket. In theory. Because the amount of maize that we're bringing in is going up. We're now producing, at the moment, just over 250,000 litres of alcohol a month, and nearly all of these places are now going to be busting at the seams in theory. And there's some suggestions in the chat that we need to take passengers here. I very much agree. Let's get a bus service in. We can't have a hotel with that much booze and no way for people to get there. So let's get an extra long bus station, and we're going to connect it into the Oh, biscuits. Well, it's not. Well, I suppose. Yeah, let's do it like that. There we go. So we can go around the town. Into the town. We'll collect up some people. It's not very often to do it like that, but today we're going to do it like that. We'll build a separate station there. There we go. Then we'll have a couple of depots. We'll have one over here. Why? No, not there. It's too close. There we go. Right. Yep. We're going to go from here to there. From there to here. And that's it. And we're going to send a lot of buses. There we go. What we'll do is we'll look at all the trains that go there, group them by shared orders. There's those ones, so we'll just clone them. So we'll go 4-4 so that there's more. And then we'll change it so there's 5. There we go, done. There we go, folks, we've hit it. Too many vehicles in game. Right, number of trains allowed. There we go. There we go. We've just increased the number of trains significantly on that railway line. I might have overdone it a bit. Right, this station has too many trains at it, or not enough trains. Sorry. So let's get a depot that heads in that direction. Look at the trains in their groups of shared orders. Look, there's a lot of 2s in there. Let's change those 2s to 3s, and those 3s to 4s, and those 4s to 5s. That's a nice way of doing it. Why is there a vehicle limit in the first place? Presumably, though, because they don't want you to cripple computers. Yeah, FPS issues and so forth. I mean, if you look at my FPS now, my frame rate, you can see that the game's currently running at 1x speed. Okay, but if I go into the game settings and go to the fast forward option and remove the maximum speed so it can go as fast as it possibly can, and I fast forward, you can see that it goes up to maybe 2.5x speed-ish, right? My computer is capable of going more than 6,000 times speed. So that just goes to show the size of the map and number of trains, how much load that's putting on my computer. If it can do 6,000, but it's only doing 2.5. Not 2,500, 2.5. So even with the number of trains we've already got in the game, the game's already starting to slow down past 1x speed. Okay, and I am episode 15. We're not quite halfway through this series yet. I think this series has got about 35 live streams planned. Select all and select all. It's mostly just engineering and farm supplies, which is fine. How are we doing down here for production? Are we gung-ho? No, that's normal. That's normal. That's normal. That's not a thing. That one's normal. Okay, so I think these aircraft, we either need more of them. That one's gung-ho, or they need to spread out more. That one's normal. Yeah. That one's going to... Alright, I think we need a few more of them. I don't think we can unbunch because I'm using full load orders. I don't know why I use the word think. I know that we can't... Huh? Hang on one moment. Oh, it was a misclick. Okay, so we've got 12 aircraft doing this loop. That's not enough. That's not enough. Let's get some more aircraft. Let's get that up to 20. 30. 30 aircraft doing that loop. That's what we need. There we go. Much better. Or it might be. We'll see. So yes, it's been a great stream. Really enjoyed it. Don't forget those videos that we've got coming up. The one that just went, the AI video tournament, and the final for the AI video tournament on Saturday. And if you want to check out Minecraft on the second channel, you can do that for Monday night. But tomorrow afternoon, I'll be over on Max Permadeath streaming RimWorld. Thank you very much to everybody for all the likes, the sharing. Also, thank you very much to all of our Twitch members and all of our YouTube members, as well as the Viewer Plus subscribers. You are definitely helping to power this thing forward to see if I can turn this full-time thing into... this hobby into a full-time thing. We're on that path. Hopefully we will make it. But that's all from me tonight. Thank you very much. Take care. And until I see you next time, goodbye, folks.